Buddy with the Music Universe, and joining me on the phone is Caroline Jones, an independent singer-songwriter and multi-instrumentalist who also happens to be a SiriusXM host. She just released her new EP, Barefeet. She produced it and co-wrote it, and we're talking to her right now, and appreciate you joining me today, Caroline. I know you just got out of rehearsal because you're back with the Zac Brown Band and tour tonight.
Yes, we are going to be in Indianapolis tonight and St. Louis on Sunday.
I am actually from St. Louis, so I've been to that venue that you're going to play, and it's a really cool thing. How is that, having the success that you have as an independent artist and playing with, touring with an artist such as Zac Brown Band?
It has been one of the most fulfilling and valuable experiences of my life. Watching the integrity, the excellence, and the kindness of every person in their operation, from crew to fans to band, has been really inspiring, and we're getting a great reception and building lots of new fans from our shows. So it's been a wonderful time thus far.
Well, I hope you come towards California at some point, Bakersfield area, because I'd love to see you. I started listening to Tough Guys when I heard it on SiriusXM, and have been exploring your music, and I'm really looking forward to Barefeet. It came out today, and it's a 6-song EP. Tough Guys is on it.
I'm very excited for the Barefeet EP to be out. I co-produced it. I wrote every single song by myself, and I played all the instruments except bass and drums. So needless to say, it is my baby. It is my heart and soul put into song. And I'm really proud, and I'm so excited to share the records with the world, because I've been performing these songs for some time now on the Zac Brown tour. But to have the records out and the production out, which obviously, as I just mentioned, I had a big hand in, that's super exciting.
Yeah, and you actually co-produced this with Academy Award-winning producer Rick Wake. Many artists many fans in the pop world might know him from Mariah Carey, Celine Dion, Whitney Houston, and even Trisha Yearwood.
Yeah. Yes. And he is such a joy to work with. Rick has a perspective, a big picture perspective on how to build production from the ground up that is really valuable. I learned so much, as well as working with the engineer and mix engineer, Gustavo Celis, on the record. And we really built the songs from square one. All the guitars, dobro, pianos, synths, banjos, everything. And we also had a great bass player and a legendary drummer on the record, Near Z and Glenn Worf. So working with these veterans and these legends was just so valuable to me, and I really grew as a producer, songwriter, musician, and singer.
Now, how did the partnership come with Mr. Wake?
I'd known Rick for several years, and we'd always talked about collaborating, but it just ended up being the right time in 2015 when we started this record at the end of 2015, and we spent the entire year last year, 2016, making a full-length album. And this EP is the first taste of that.
So when could fans expect the full album, since today the EP came out?
I can't really say yet. I'm not sure. Probably later this year or very early 2018, but very soon.
Well, either way, I know everybody's excited about it. I know I am now. I mentioned Tough Guys. It actually spent 5 weeks at #1 on CMT.com's 12-pack countdown, and SiriusXM has been playing it on the highway. And that is, I guess, really the first taste that we got to hear of you on a national level. So taking us behind the scenes in a video really kind of put it in perspective of how the song came about in the studio.
Yeah, I love doing those behind-the-scenes videos and those making-of videos, because as a fan and a music nerd and a production nerd, I've always really appreciated when fans can peek behind the curtain of the creative process. And especially because I'm so passionate about aspects of the creative process, from writing lyrics and melodies to producing and playing instruments on the record. I really love to be able to show fans and show aspiring producers and songwriters how we built the record. So on my YouTube channel, my Vivo channel, you can find a lot of content that shows the making of the record. And the Barefeet official music video is actually largely consisting of content from the making of the record as well as from the Zac Brown tour. So that's a really fun peek behind the curtain as well.
Oh, I love those things. I didn't see that one yet, but I'm going to go check that out when we hang up here.
Yeah, it's coming out today on Billboard. They're premiering it.
Oh, cool. Well, I'll hopefully get that link up and send it along with this and publish it and let everybody check that out. Now, you are actually a top 5 artist in the iHeartRadio Macy's Rising Star competition. How has that helped your music career?
Well, iHeart and Macy's have teamed up to provide a platform for new artists through their Rising Star competition. And I got to perform for fans at Macy's in New York City, which obviously is an iconic store and storefront. And the whole thing was a wonderful experience. I got a lot of new fans through it, and I really appreciate the platform that they gave to all of us.
Yeah, I think that's great. There's so many of those competitions out there, and for people that have real talent, it's great for them to get some headway there because it's just so hard.
Yeah, I love the process, though. I really do. I love the journey of building new fans, and every time you play a show and every time you get a stream online or someone watches your videos, you're connecting with people. And so I work really hard to make not only my music really authentic, but all my content digitally and on social media really authentic and really true to who I am, because I want people to connect with the music and to the emotion that I want to present, which is joy and authenticity.
Oh, absolutely. And I hear that in your music. So I'm really looking forward to, like I said, seeing you out on the road. Now, you've previously toured hundreds of schools and universities nationwide, and you've inspired 150,000 plus students with performances and workshops. Can you tell us a little bit about that?
Yeah, so I've been an independent artist for almost 10 years now. And one of the main endeavors that I had embarked upon prior to making this record with Rick Wake was the Heart is Smart School Tour, which just started out as me performing at schools and universities. And then it snowballed. You know, kids would come up to me after I performed and say, will you listen to this song I wrote? Or will you listen to this poem I wrote? Or how do you hit a high note? Or how do you write a song? And it just snowballed into me doing songwriting masterclasses and workshops. And it was all really predicated on these students opening their heart to me after I had opened my heart to them on stage. And then we got to team up with the nonprofit Cinema Foundation and Stedman Graham, the motivational speaker. And we got to tour all around the country to some of the best colleges and schools and then some of the most underprivileged and underserved communities. And it was a beautiful experience. And I got to perform in a whole lot of different locations, and it was just a great experience. And like you said, we got to inspire a lot of young people, and they got to inspire me. So it was a beautiful thing and something I hope to continue throughout my career.
Oh, well, that's great. And I know you have a long career ahead because there's not enough women on radio, but you and several others out there are trying to change that.
Yeah, I honestly, I don't think about it too much, Buddy. I think that it never really occurred to me that, you know, that my gender really mattered in music. All my heroes, it didn't really matter. It's just about excellence and greatness and authenticity and truth. And so I really don't think about it that much. I know that there's been a lot of press about gender lately, but I don't really think of it like that. I just think of it like music. And I think that's probably the healthiest way to think about it.
Yeah, I'm with you on that as far as I don't really sit and think about it, but mostly referring to the press that's been out there about it. And, you know, it's just sad that it's come down to the way people think. But I'm a big fan of just a ton of music, and women just happen to be up there. Who inspires you musically?
So many. I would say my biggest modern day country inspirations are Keith Urban, Vince Gill, Zac Brown, Hunter Hayes. And then I love Emmylou Harris, Willie Nelson, Hank Williams. Like, those are some of my all-time favorites. And Bob Dylan. But it kind of runs the gamut because I also love modern pop music and some dance music. So it runs the gamut. And I think you'll hear that in the EP, especially on songs like The Difference or Barefeet that have that like pop country blend.
Yeah, and you got a little, I think I hear a little bit of Shania Twain influence perhaps in Tough Guys.
Yeah, absolutely. I hear that. I hear that from people, and that's a huge compliment to me. I'm a big fan of Shania and also of Mutt Lange's production style. And also just how innovative they were able to be in a format that's so traditional like country. That really inspires me.
Oh, absolutely. And it's all good music any way you look at it, I think.
Yeah, I'm with you.
And when people come out to see you this summer and fall on tour, what can they expect? Well, I have a wonderful band featuring Nir Z, the drummer who played on my record. He's out with us. And it's just a high energy, really joyful set. I'll be playing a bunch of different instruments, and I'll be playing all the music from the EP. So it's a cover or two. And it's a really fun, joyful set. So I hope to see some of your listeners out there. Oh, yeah. Hopefully we're going to definitely get this out to them. And Rolling Stone named you one of 10 of country artists you need to know this year. What do you think of that accolade? That was a huge honor, especially what Elias Light, who wrote that article, said about the project and about me as an artist. He really got exactly what I want to be known for, which is a multi-instrumentalist and singer-songwriter, and, you know, someone who can blend the worlds of country and pop and dance, and not necessarily fit into a box and that be a huge advantage as opposed to a disadvantage, because I found that it's really only a disadvantage to business people, but it's a huge advantage to fans and to artists and to music lovers. So, and that's one of the things I love about Zac Brown Band, is they, you know, hop between genres all night, and their fans love it, and they do it really well. And I hope to follow in those footsteps. Oh, yeah, there's nothing like going to a concert and seeing some type of crossover in there, one that no one would ever expect. Yes, and Zac Brown does it so well. They really do. I wanted to say, if you could describe Barefeet more beyond the pop and country, how does that represent you as an artist? Well, if we're talking lyrically or thematically, Barefeet is one of my favorite lyrics that I've ever written, because if I had a mission statement as a person and as an artist, it would be, I'm in my bare feet because I want to feel the world's heartbeat. I want to grow tall and strong like a tree and touch the sky with my roots so deep. It's just really about living authentically and chasing your dreams fearlessly and finding your purpose. And like I said, chasing it fearlessly. And that's the message that I want to put into the world. And it uplifts and inspires me, and I hope it does for others too. Okay, absolutely. Well, I know we've got a wrap here. Is there anything else you'd like to add? No, I think thank you so much for doing your homework. I really appreciate your questions. That's awesome. Oh, absolutely. And thank you for joining me today. Awesome. I appreciate it so much. Thanks, Buddy. Oh, it was definitely my pleasure, and feel free to chat with us anytime. Caroline Jones joining us on The Music Universe. Check her out at carolinejones.com. Check her out on social media, and be sure to visit us at themusicuniverse.com.